Let's get to cleaning our faucet. First, what you're gonna need? You're gonna need a flat screwdriver. You're gonna need your faucet wrench, some long brushes, and the hottest water that you can get out of your kitchen sink. So let's first remove the faucet from the tap room. Remember, clockwise removes the faucet. So remove the collar and the faucet will come out. Make sure that you turn the collar and not the faucet. So let's start assembling. I start by the knob and the knob stopper. Those are the easy ones. Next in line, I remove the flow control valve. As soon as you remove the flow control valve, the flow control cone at the back of the faucet just slides right out. Next in line, the lever. So it has also a collar, so remove the collar and remove the lever. Next one is a bit tricky because it's this machine screw at the front of your faucet and it has a spring on the back. So you have to be able to hold things together, make sure it doesn't just spring on your face. Once you remove that, the valve of your faucet just slides right out. Once you have everything disassembled, just put it in the hot water. I don't use any soaps, I don't use any detergents. I think just really hot water does the trick. Put them in there, let them soak for an hour, just wait for the water to be room temperature again, and start brushing them. So time has passed. Grab your brush and brush away. Go into all of the crevices, all of the conduits of your faucet. This one in the front is really important because if you have experienced any sticking in your faucet, it is that surface area, the one that sticks. After you've cleaned the body of the faucet, you'll see that the remaining elements are pretty straightforward. The hot water will do most of the job. This one though, that one is also important. This one is the flow valve, the one that controls on and off. It also contributes to the sticking, so make sure that you have it nice and clean. I really enjoy disassembling and assembling this faucet. You'll see that the weight of the faucet and the components and the way everything is precisionally machined, it's an enjoyable experience. So brush, 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 and we are done. Now, the fun part. Let's get this thing back together. Now, we have to start with the valve. Make sure that you install it head first with the threaded end first, and make sure that the big hole, the big gap that holds the lever is going to the top. If you can just fish it in there and start moving, you'll feel when it engages. After you feel the engagement, you can just grab the collar and tighten it in. Before you start assembling everything, just make sure that you move it and that it's moving back and forth. Next, the cone, the flow control cone. This one also has to be put in a specific position. It has a small hole on the side, so make sure that you can see that through the window of the flow control valve. Now, as you can start screwing the flow control valve, just moving back and forth, up and down, you'll feel when it starts engaging, and then just screw the collar all the way in. Once you have all the collar in, you'll see that it's actuating. Let's put the knob stopper and the circle knob. The last one is a tricky one, and it's again because it has this spring. And so put the spring first, put the screw then, and then with two of your fingers just hold it all together and start screwing it in. Now this one you can screw it in all the way in, but it's just going to make your faucet really heavy. If you don't screw it a lot in, it might leak. So you have to just fine-tune it to a point where it has a nice movement, but it has a solid close. And that is it. That is it. You have cleaned your faucet and it's ready to be used again.